So if you're after a pair of headphones boasting incredible battery life and strong audio performance, but your budget is strictly limited to £100, well, the Jabra Elite 45Hs tick both of those boxes and a hell of a lot more besides. They're not for everyone and they're not quite perfect either, but I've really enjoyed testing them out. So here's my full Jabra Elite 45H review, and for more of the latest greatest tech, please do plug subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! So first up, at the time of release, the Jabra Elite 45Hs have gone on sale for £90, and you can grab them either direct from the Jabra website or via Amazon. Unlike most sub £100 headphones, the Elites are constructed from plastic. They look absolutely fine from a distance, but once you get in close you will notice some of those cheaper design elements. So yeah, it's a very simple, basic, straightforward design, but you certainly cannot fault the construction here on the Jabra Elite 45Hs. They can put up some serious punishment, all kinds of twisting, bending, all that kind of good stuff. And while they're not full-on water resistant, they certainly did absolutely fine in a drizzle. And you can grab the Jabra Elite 45Hs in a couple of different colours right now. Basically boils down to black, navy or beige. Now while most over-ear headphones go for a cup design which actually envelops the ears, completely surrounds them, the Jabra Elite 45Hs actually just perch rather politely on top of your ears instead. And of course this kind of design offers some advantages as well as some drawbacks. So on the bad side of thing, of course, the fact that they don't completely envelop your ears means you don't get as good noise isolation. That means it doesn't do a good job of drowning out all of the noise and bull going on all around you. Not great if you're going to be doing a lot of commuting, traveling, or you simply don't like your family very much. On the plus side, however, at least you are more aware of what's going on around you, which is good news if you're going to be crossing busy roads, I guess, things like that. But despite this design and the fact that you can still hear what's going on around you quite clearly, there's absolutely no worries on the audibility front. The Jabra Elite 45Hs on their top volume, they won't just pop your eardrums, they will blow your bloody head off. On the flip side, there's also a lot of audio bleed with the Jabra Elite 45Hs, so even on a moderate volume, people all around you will be able to hear what you are listening to. It's just fair warning in case you're a closet Ed Sheeran fan or something. And despite the fact that the Jabra Elite 45Hs are essentially pressing on your ears, I found them perfectly comfortable to wear even for hours at a stretch. They're definitely nice and snug, but they don't press too hard on your ears. That's helped along by the wide design and helped along by the generous amount of padding on the ear cups as well, although I would have preferred a bit more padding on this headband bit as well. That's where you start to feel the pressure after a little while, especially if you've got no natural padding in the form of hair. And sadly, the Jabra Elite 45Hs do not fold up in any form whatsoever. So you can just easily throw them in a backpack, although they're pretty compact as it is, and thankfully those ear cups do twist pretty much a full 180 degrees, so they're fairly comfortable just to rock around your neck. As for the connectivity, well, it's Bluetooth 5.0 here on the Jabra Elite 45Hs, and you have to go wireless. There's no form of 3.5mm cabled connection support here. But as you kind of hope, they connected to my smartphone quickly and easily, no bother at all, and the stability was strong as well. As long as I didn't wander away from my phone or anything like that, I got no stutters or stammers. As for media controls, well, they are all arranged around this right cup here in the form of various push buttons. The main ones you'll be fiddling with are located around the back, this tight cluster of three. The middle one is your pause play button, and the top one is volume up, the bottom one is volume down, and they're also multifunctional as well. So the volume buttons can be used to skip tracks if you hold them in, and the middle button can also be used to answer and reject calls. I would have definitely preferred a bit more differentiation between the three, as they're basically located right next to each other and they feel the same too, so it took some fumbling around for the first couple of days to get used to which was which. But you know, they work as advertised and with very little delay as well, which is great. And meanwhile, around the front you've also got a voice assistant button as well, so just a tap of that and you'll load up Siri if you're using an iPhone, otherwise the Google Assistant on an Android. And you've also down below got a little slider button, which is basically how you turn them on, turn them off and get them connected. So it's not quite a perfect arrangement, but the Jabra Elite 45H media controls basically do everything you need them to, so can't really grumble. But of course all of that wouldn't mean a dicky bird if the sound quality was crap, but thankfully the Jabra Elite 45Hs definitely perform well for this price bracket. I've got to say, really impressed with Jabra on this front. Certainly the last couple of years, their headphones and their earphones have been absolutely fantastic. The Jabra Elite 75Ts are among the very best earbuds you can buy right now in 2020. And with the 45Hs, you definitely get some pretty full-bodied sound for, again, this sort of price bracket. You get just enough bass to make your rock music, your metal music, your hip-hop, things like that sound nice and meaty, but the mids and highs are nice and strong as well. You don't feel like you're losing out in any area. And if you download Jabra's free Sound Plus app from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store as well, the first time you open it up, it can actually perform a sound test as well, so it can detect which frequencies you can actually still hear, basically how badly you up your hearing by going to all those ill-advised metal gigs in pub basements when you were like 17. And it's then supposed to tailor the actual audio output here on the Jabra Elite 45Hs to suit your own particular hearing strengths and weaknesses. Did I notice a difference after performing this test? Not really, to be perfectly honest, but it might be better suited to those who proper knackered their hearing. And inside of that app, you've also got a simple equalizer that you can mess about with if your heart desires, as well as various musical presets as well to boost the bass, the treble, whatever you fancy. And this definitely does make a difference, the audio pumped into your ears by the Elite 45Hs. Not a huge impact, but it's there if you want to tweak it to suit your own particular musical tastes or tunes that you're listening to. And when you are on a call, you've got an external mic with wind noise reduction as well, which seems to help out a bit with the clarity. But the real star of the show here on the Jabra Elite 45Hs is the insane battery life. Jabra reckons you'll get a full 50 hours of use from a single charge with these bad boys. And you know what? That seems to be pretty much bang on the money. I've been using them for several days now, and they're not even close to running out. I find that the percentage drop each day tends to be around 10%, and that's with at least 5 or 6 hours of music and podcast streaming. I've personally never tested a pair of headphones that last this long, so definitely if you're going to be doing any long trips, or you simply can't be bothered to charge up yet another device, these will do the job. And if they ever do actually run out of juice, you can just plug them in with a Type-C USB cable, so probably the same one that your phone uses, and just 15 minutes at the plug should apparently give you 10 full hours of use again. So I've got to say, at first I wasn't massively convinced by the Jabra Elite 45Hs purely because of the design. I definitely prefer a pair of headphones that wrap around your entire ears and definitely have to cut you off from the rest of the world, mostly because I don't like other people very much. But the sound quality definitely impressed me as usual with Jabra, and I've got to say that battery life is absolutely insane as well. So if you are looking for a pair of sub £100 headphones and those are your priorities, then definitely jump on board. So that's what I think. Have you been using the Jabra Elite 45Hs? It'd be great to hear your thoughts down in the comments below if you have, or just let me know if you're tempted, or if not, why not. And please do poke, subscribe, ding that notifications bell, and have yourselves a lovely week. Well, cheers everyone, love you.